Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol MMEX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis yesterday, so that's where these red and green line annotations are coming from. But after the monster move today, they look kind of silly, but believe it or not, they were actually relevant in yesterday's video. So the first thing I'm going to do is just some house cleaning. Yes, these lines that I'm deleting still do pertain to the chart, but they're not relevant. And from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to have a million lines everywhere that can cause clutter and confusion. So I want to try to keep this as clean as possible. The first update comes about from a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. And that actually already happened. So perfect example of that, price broke above that red line, and then you want to see it act as resistance. So on this candle right here, there's a back test. And although it didn't quite hit it exactly, I think we can all agree, got well within the range there, and then, continue to follow through, from there. So that's still more so a bigger picture type support level given where the price closed. A shorter term level and what I would call the ideal level. I mean, if you were to say, hey, Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute strongest going forward? If the price can stay above 0.014, that would be a great sign of power for the bulls. Now, if the price drops below it, by no means am I saying that everything's totally ruined or anything like that. But yeah, preferably, if the price can stay above it, that would be a great sign of strength. Looking at the big picture of things, and for those of you that have listened to the past videos, you've heard me talk about it time and time again, but it's all about the purple line, the 50-period simple moving average. And if you're looking for a very simplistic way to look at the chart, easiest way to do that is just as long as the price is above that purple line, the bulls are in full control, no questions asked. Now, what about areas of resistance? If this movement is going to continue upwards, where are some of these potential battlegrounds at? This may actually be a blue sky breakout, but let's go to another time frame here just to make sure. So let's scrunch things up. And looking at volume, yeah, essentially this is a blue sky breakout as far as I'm concerned. I mean, next potential area of resistance, and, definitely put an asterisk by it because just I'm, using history that doesn't really have any volume with it, up at 0.02. So, but I'd have no, problem if somebody said, hey, this is a blue sky breakout because, looking back here, you can see the price is now up in a territory that there's just no other previous history. So all in all, good solid day. And at the end of the day, as long as the price keeps on doing what it's doing from the big picture in terms of putting in these higher lows, then the long-term chart is going to continue to have these stair steps and build upon itself. So we'll see how the bulls close out the week tomorrow. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point. And like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.